and Harold Barnes. The timekeeper, George Bannon. Counting for the knockdowns, Arthur McKenzie. The referee, Ruby Goldstein. This contest, 15 rounds for the middleweight championship of the world. Introducing from West Jordan, Utah, wearing black trunks, weighing 157 1/4, the challenger, Gene Fulmer.
What's going on, family? This is Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. Right now, we're going to take a look at an outstanding middleweight, very awkward, but a dynamite puncher. Gene Fulmer from West Jordan, Utah. Let's take a look at his career. Now, Gene Fulmer was born July 21st, 1931. West Jordan, Utah. He stood 5 foot 8 inches and was managed by Marv Jensen. He began his professional career 1951, June 9th, Glenn Peck. That was in Utah, killed him in 1 round. June 16th, Andy Jackson, West Jordan, killed him in 1 round. June 23rd, Gary Carr and Utah killed him in 3 rounds. July 2nd, Eddie Duffy killed him in 1 round. July 9th, Eddie Duffy had a rematch in Salt Lake City, killed him in 2 rounds. July 16th, Lamar Peterson, West Jordan, Utah, killed him in 1 round. August 1st, Carlos Martinez, San Francisco, California, and he knocked him out in 1 round. August 24th, Sam Healy, Hurricane, killed him in 1 round. August 25th, Buddy Sloan, Hurricane, Utah, killed him in 2 rounds. September 7th, Charlie Cato, outstanding fighter, West Jordan, Utah, killed him in 4 rounds. And let's just take a look at this schedule for a moment. Let's look at this schedule. And see, this is the reason why I do these videos. Because it's time that we take a look at our past and see where we're going. Now, you're not going to find any fighters today with a resume like this. This is 1951. This is the year that Sugar Ray Robinson gave up the welterweight championship to face Jake LaMotta. Jake LaMotta was the champion at the time. And you can see right off the back that Gene Fulmer, he wanted to chase that title because look at what he's doing here. Outstanding. This is phenomenal. Majority of these fights are KOs. But look at his schedule. This is why I stopped this announcement right now. Let's pick up at 1952. August 8th, Mickey Hodges killed him in 6 rounds. September 20th, Armando Cordero, Hollywood, California, defeated him in 6 rounds. He was an actor of the U.S. Army. February 6th, Kid Leon, West Jordan, this is in 1954, killed him in 1 round. April 26th, Charlie Cato, Salt Lake City, killed him in 1 round. May 17th, Andy Anderson, Salt Lake City, I don't know why I can't say that, killed him in 7 rounds. June 5th, Kid Rico, Salt Lake City, there you go, killed him in 1 round. And this continues. August 16th, Dick Wolf, West Jordan, Utah, killed him in 4 rounds. November 8th, Jackie Labor, Brooklyn, New York, defeated him in 10 rounds. November 15th, Peter Mueller, Brooklyn, defeated him in 10 rounds. So he's stepping up in competition at this point. Fascinating, fascinating, fascinating. Continues to fight in 55. April 4th, he faces Gil Turner, outstanding Philadelphia fighter. In Brooklyn, lost in 10 rounds. Then he fought him again, June 20th. Salt Lake City, defeating him in 10 rounds. July 26th, Del Flanagan, defeated him in 10 rounds. September 12th, Al Andrews, defeated him in 10 rounds. September 28th, Bobby Boyd. These are all fascinating fighters, I'm telling you. Chicago, Illinois, he lost in 10 rounds. November 25th, Eduardo Lassi. This was one of the hardest punches in middleweight. One of the hardest punches. Amazing. From Argentina. New York, lost in 10 rounds. 1956, January 4th, Rocky Castellani, Cleveland, Ohio, defeated him in 10 rounds. February 17th, Gil Turner, New York, from Philadelphia. He defeated him in 10 rounds. April 20th, Ralph Tiger Jones, Cleveland, Ohio, defeated him in 10 rounds. May 25th, Charlie Huns, New York, defeated him in 10 rounds. September 22nd, Moses Ward, West Jordan, Utah, killed him in 3 rounds. Take a look at these fighters right here. Rocky Castellani, Gil Turner, Ralph Tiger Jones, Charlie Huns, and Moses Ward. In 1 year? Fascinating. Fascinating. 1957, January 2nd, Sugar Ray Robinson, New York. And he defeated him in 15 rounds. He won the World Middleweight Championship. Outstanding. January 28th, Wilfie Greaves, Salt Lake City, defeated him in 10 rounds. Another good fighter. February 18th, Ernie Durando, very hard puncher, Denver, Colorado, defeated him in 10 rounds. May 1st, Ray Robinson, Chicago, and he was knocked out in 5 rounds. Lost the World Middleweight title. This was May 1st, 1957. This knockout is on highlight reels today. It was a textbook knockout. Robinson took a half step back when he timed Fulmer coming in because Fulmer had a habit of dropping his left hand. So when he dropped his left hand, that twists his body to the opposite side, causing his right hand to shift. Robinson knew that. The only way to get him to do that is he had to take a half step back because he would get out of range of Fulmer. So Fulmer had to extend at that point, and he would shift his right hand, and here comes the check left hook. Caught him right in the mandibular, shifted his brain to the right. 2.5 seconds later, he went to sleep, and he was out. He couldn't even get up. And then finally, he tried to get up, but he was falling all over himself, just like Mike Tyson when he knocked out Trevor Berbick. Berbick his legs were working, but his brain wasn't. Fascinating knockout. Textbook. June 7th, Ralph Tiger Jones, Chicago, 10 rounds. Outstanding fighter. September 4th, Chico Vijar, another good fighter, West Jordan, Utah, defeated him in 10 rounds. November 15th, good African-American fighter, Neil Rivers, New York, defeated him in 10 rounds. 1958, March 3rd, Milo Savage, another good one. St. Louis, Salt Lake City, I don't know why I can't say that word, defeated him in 10 rounds. So this goes on and on and on. September 11th, Spider Webb, Salt Lake City, defeated him in 10 rounds. November 10th, Joe Maselli, Salt Lake City. I'm going to say that slow. Killed him in 2 rounds. Joe Maselli was a dynamic fighter. Spider Webb was as well. He had a very good fight with Gene Fulmer, that Spider Webb fight. 1959, January 9th, Milo Savage, another fascinating fighter. San Antonio, Texas, defeated him in 10 rounds. February 20th, Wilfie Greaves, New York, defeated him in 10 rounds. August 28th, Carmen Basilio, San Francisco, knocked him out in 4 rounds. We're going to take a look at that fight. He won the vacant NBA middleweight title with that Carmen Basilio fight. December 4th, Spider Webb, Logan, Utah. That was a defense of the NBA middleweight title. Defeated him in 15 rounds. 1960, April 20th, Joey Giardello. 15-round draw. NBA middleweight title was at State. June 29th, Carmen Basilio, Salt Lake City. Killed him in 12 rounds. NBA middleweight title. We're going to look at that actual fight. Basilio was very upset, and he just started throwing things and hitting everybody. It was crazy. December 3rd, Sugar Ray Robinson, Los Angeles, 15-round draw, NBA, middleweight title. Everybody thought Ray Robinson won the fight, and it was what it was. They gave it to Gene Fulmer. 1961, March 4th, Sugar Ray Robinson, Las Vegas. Defeated him in 15 rounds, NBA middleweight title. Now this was a dynamite fighter here. August 5th, Florentino Fernandez. Defeated him in 15 rounds, NBA middleweight title. That's a fascinating victory. This was one of the greatest fights you can ever find. December 9th, Benny Kid Perrette killed him in 10 rounds, NBA middleweight title. Fascinating fight. And then he goes right back and faces Dick Tiger. See, you don't find that today. 1962, October 23rd, Dick Tiger, San Francisco. He lost in 15 rounds and lost the NBA middleweight title. Fascinating. 1963, February 23rd, Dick Tiger, Las Vegas, 15-round draw, NBA middleweight title bout. August 28th, Dick Tiger. He was knocked out in 7 rounds by Dick Tiger. And Dick Tiger went on to fight Joey Giardello and lose that title fight. A couple of months later. He announced his retirement on July 23rd, 1964. Total bout 62. He knocked out 24 opponents. Won a decision 30. Lost on a foul none. Drew with 3. Lost on a draw. Lost on a decision, 3. Lost on a foul 0. KO by 2. No contest, no decision. So Gene Fullmer, outstanding middleweight. Salute to him. Fascinating fighter. Gene Fullmer had a younger brother named Jay. And that's why he put the beating on Benny Kid Paret, because Paret beat his younger brother Jay. And he also had a fighter named Don Fullmer, who was a good fighter. And as you can see here, Gene Fullmer versus Sugar Ray Robinson. January 2nd, 1957, Fullmer defeats Robinson, unanimous decision in New York, 15 rounds. Fullmer won the middleweight title. May 1st, 1957, Robinson KOs Fullmer, Chicago, in 5 rounds. Robinson regains the middleweight title. December 3rd, 1960, Fullmer and Robinson drew, which means they split a decision. So Robinson kept that championship. But on March 4th, 1961, Fullmer defeated Robinson, unanimous decision, at 15, and he re-won the middleweight championship. That's like, today that would be like, I'm trying to see, that would be something like Canelo Alvarez, I guess fighting Golovkin. No, I'm trying to think of 2 dynamite fighters fighting over and over and over again. You know, not scared to get in the ring with each other again. 2nd, 3rd, 4th time. See, you don't have that today. I can't find nobody to compare. Gotti Ward, something like that. All right, let's take a look in the scrapbook and see what we find on Gene Fullmer. All right, this is Gene Fullmer, middleweight champion. This is my referee. One of the programs I have, it was signed by Gene Fullmer. I know it was because it was signed to me personally. The majority of signatures that I have are signed to me personally. And I'll show you another signature of Gene Fullmer. This is the other signature that I have of Gene Fullmer. Outstanding fighter. Outstanding fighter. Let's take a look at Gene Fullmer in the scrapbook. So this is Gene Fullmer when he fights Wilfie Greaves. Outstanding fight. That was Wolfie puts up a battle with Gene Fullmer. And what's going to happen now is Gene Fullmer is going to fight Carmen Basilio. That's the fight I wanted to show you. So here you see Gene Fullmer to the left, Carmen Basilio to the right. Now they turn out to be very good friends, but they trying to fight for a strap here. There ain't no love lost here. At least they come to fight. So you got Basilio to your right and Fullmer to the left. NBA middleweight titles at stake. You got Robinson's title there, waiting in the wings, trying to see what's going on here. See if we can get one more crack. At that point in time, Ray Robinson was the 5-time middleweight champion. He was trying to go for 6, but he had to wait in line at this point. Turning in for a fight, you see Robinson in the middle. Gene Fullmer's getting checked out by the doctor. Carmen Basilio and Fulmer, they're getting ready for their fight. Here, Basilio scales 156, the highest of his career. Fulmer's 159. Yeah, Basilio usually comes in around 154 for most of his middleweight fights. San Francisco, August 28th, Carmen Basilio aimed at the heaviest weight of his career. For the Bully Boy Bruiser from West Jordan, Utah, Gene Fullmer. Those of you new to my channel, I have over 950 scrapbooks. I have over 280 scrapbooks like this one. And this book by itself is Gene Fullmer. Alone. The whole book. There's over 820 pages of Gene Fullmer's fights. And of course he's got a lot of the fighters that he fought in there with him. But this fight right here, you have Carmen Basilio and Gene Fullmer. But the majority of this book is Gene Fullmer. And you have Carmen Basilio, 156, Gene Fullmer, 159.5. Now, Gene Fullmer weighs in at 159.5 as Willie Ritchie of California Athletic Commission handles the scale. Now, Willie Ritchie, this is Willie Ritchie right here. He was a champion. I'm going to do his profile. In fact, you know what? Since it's on my mind, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll talk about Willie Ritchie and Owen Moran tomorrow. So you got Fullmer stops Basilio in the 14th round, wins the NBA middleweight title. Fullmer holds Basilio in the 14th round for the NBA title. Bombs away. Fullmer digs right to the midsection of Basilio while Carmen counters with a clapping right to the head during a 4th round. Both Basilio and Fullmer go for the KO Friday. Now see, when you look at a guy like Carmen Basilio and Gene Fullmer, this is his younger brother Don Fullmer and his youngest brother Jay Fullmer that I was telling you about. When you look at guys like that, you expect a Gotti Ward type of fight because that's how they both fought. This is San Francisco, August 22nd. Carmen Basilio and Gene Fullmer are a pair of ex-champions with similar boxing styles. So they both fought the same. Fight Friday for the NBA middleweight crack. Both NBA title challengers had much experience with Robinson, Fullmer, Western Utah. So my camera's about to die, so let me just get as much as I can in here. Hopefully you guys can see this. All right, we got some more light. All right, beautiful. So Gene holds Carmen in 14 rounds. Here you have Ray Robinson. He smells money because he wants to go after Carmen Basilio. Basilio has an NBA strap. And of course, they had a rematch between Basilio and Fullmer. And Fullmer took the title back from Carmen Basilio. You see Gene Fullmer. And these are all write-ups. I'll get back to these write-ups some other time. My camera's going to die here. So I just want to finish this video out. Yeah, the camera went back out again, so I'm not sure if you guys can really see this. So I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. This is Gene Fulmer. Then again, those who are new to my channel, you know that I have a lot of different newspaper articles, and it can be different languages. I was only concerned about the pictures. And you know, from a historical content, here you have Gene Fulmer with a right to Basilio's body. These pictures you're not going to find in no boxing books. Not going to find them anywhere. Not going to happen. That's why I only show a few of them. I have a lot of authors of sports books trying to get me give up some of this stuff. So whatever they get off of this, they get off of this. This is for my subscribers, not for them. But it is what it is. I just want to show you as much as I can because I told my subscribers that I will value their time with informative content. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. And this is Basilio going crazy. He just hit that referee like I told you earlier. When he found out that he lost the fight, he started to head over to Gene Fulmer. Referee's trying to stop him. And at the end, you have Gene Fulmer defeating Carmen Basilio. The last act of Carmen. Like I said, you know, I'll do this again. I'll do this every once in a while. Hopefully you guys can see what you see with, you know, without the light. So salute, this is Scrapbook Boxing. I now enter Gene Fulmer into my Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Salute to all my subscribers, all of them. Salute to Curtis Sugar Anderson, my brother. Phenom International. Retro Boxing and Documentaries. Salute to Marlo. Brother Trey X. Salute.